Matt Morris. Welcome to the Unemployed Millionaire Show, coming to you from the beautiful beaches of Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Hanging out, walking around. We're actually going to do a bonfire dinner on the beach here. Going to be setting up tables and all that here in a little bit. We got the staff to do that for us. And anyway, had an amazing time the last few days. Got a couple more days of enjoying paradise here. And I wanted to record a quick video because, you know, I think if you're anything like I was when I got started in network marketing, sometimes I would see leaders who are traveling around the world. They're living this dream lifestyle. It's incredible. And if you've seen, you know, a lot of my videos, I do them from some pretty cool places in the world. You know, God has been very good to us. And, but it hasn't always been this good. The reality is you have to be bad before you're good. There's very few. I mean, I can think of maybe one or two people who came into network marketing and got to a six-figure income very, very quickly. You know, had one of the guys on my team. He came in and, you know, his first 3.5 months in network marketing, he made over $100,000. That is incredibly rare. You know, that's someone who is very, very gifted. Took me 5 years to get to a full-time income. 5 long and sometimes painful years. Lots of times where I wanted to quit, I wanted to give up. And so I just want to give you some of my lessons along the way here. And one of the biggest lessons is this, is you're going to have to accept a temporary loss of social esteem from ignorant people. Now, this is something I heard from Eric Worre, and one of the most amazing quotes that is incredibly applicable for our profession. Because the reality is most people don't understand network marketing, and you're excited about your future, you're excited about the dream lifestyle, and because that, you know, they weren't conditioned to believe that's possible, so they tend to believe it's not possible. You know, and there's the old saying that if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So the only reason why it sounds too good to be true is because they haven't experienced it. And so another quote that is very applicable to our profession is this: you don't know what you don't know. And people just don't know what they don't know. And so you're going to have to go through a period of your life where you're going to have to accept that temporary loss of social esteem from average people. But here's what happens is if you stick it out, if you're willing to work hard enough for long enough, and you're willing to improve your skills and ability, if you're willing to get good, you're going to end up living a really incredible lifestyle. You have that opportunity for yourself. And what happens is when you do that, things change. Then all of a sudden, you have all the social esteem. And the friends of yours that ridiculed you or laughed at you or whatever, you know, they're going to end up thinking you got lucky or it's too late for them, whatever it is. You know, in many cases, people just don't change. You've got to be okay with the fact that people don't change. Some people do, but many don't. And I know sometimes you've got people in your life and you love them, you care about them, and you want them to win. You want them to see what you see. But the reality is, people don't know what they don't know, and in many cases, they will never know. And they just may not hear the music the way you hear the music. See, when I hear the waves crashing, it's one of the most beautiful sounds in the world. You know, we're up in our room with the door open, and we're listening to the waves crash as we're laying in bed. It's just the most beautiful music in the world, and it's music that I can't imagine living my life without hearing. And it's kind of like this: you have, you know, you take the kind of music that you love. Maybe you love hip hop, or maybe you love country music, whatever it is. You know, personally, I don't really care much for classical music. I find it very boring. And so I just don't hear it. Now, there's other people who love classical music. They can't get enough of it, right? It fills their soul somehow. But I just don't hear it. And so when you present your network marketing opportunity, some people just don't hear it the way that you hear it. Learn to be okay with them not hearing the music the way that you hear it. And for every person that doesn't hear it the way that you hear it, you've got to realize there are people out there who are going to hear it the way that you hear it. So what you want to find is the people who want to hear this kind of music. They want to hear the sounds of the waves beating against the shore. And they want to live the kind of lifestyle where they're not limited by time or money. And there's a lot of people that want that, but there's a lot fewer people who are willing to do what it takes to go out and have it. And so if you want to have a ton of success in our profession, just be willing to go through the numbers. Go through massive, massive numbers to find the people who love that music. And if you'll do that, you can then experience the kind of lifestyle that the leaders do. And I got to tell you, for whatever kind of lack of social esteem you have to go through, for whoever ridicules you, for whoever tells you you can't do it, just realize the only person that matters is you. You have got to believe that you can do it. And if you'll get that right, everything else will fall into place. So hopefully this added some value to you. If you feel like it can add some value to some others, share it around. Love to hear your comments below. If you're not subscribed to my newsletter over at mattmorris.com, put your name and email address in. You'll get these videos by email every single week. And as always, go make life an adventure.